Good evening. Basketball sweep. It's a great day to be a Royal, right? Good evening and welcome to our celebration of the induction of the 45th class into the University of Scranton Athletics Wall of Fame. We're thrilled and excited that each and every one of you could join us here this evening. And to get our program underway, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the 25th president of the University of Scranton and one of our biggest fans of athletics here on campus, Father Kevin Quinn.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this very special event. We celebrate this day the legacy of athletics at Scranton and those individuals who've made an indelible mark in the history of our university. Every year, and 45 years? 45 years, we honor former student athletes and university community members who have achieved great success both inside and out of the class, and who, most importantly, are men and women for and with others in all they do. So first of all, congratulations to the newest members of our Hall of Fame, Erin, Marta, Kelly, and Phil. Thank you for being excellent examples for both current and future generations of Royal student athletes. Tonight, you join an exclusive group of people who have been inducted into our university's Wall of Fame, and I hope that you're enjoying every minute of it and will continue to enjoy the festivities when we retire to upstairs. And in fact, I noticed on our program here that 248 members of the Wall of Fame in the last 45 years, so it's great. Thank you so much. Also, I noticed that there are many of our past inductees are here to support and to celebrate with us this evening. Thank you all for your presence here and for your continued support of the university. To some of you who have been away a while, much has changed at the university since your time as students. You may have noticed new facilities, new academic programs, and a more diverse student body. However, and I say this repeatedly, much has changed, but more importantly, much remains unchanged. Our deep commitment to Catholic and Jesuit education continues to be our foundation. There is deep respect for our history, and athletics is a very rich part of that history. While we are very proud of the history and success that we have achieved to this point in our history, we also understand that we need to improve each and every day. As a Catholic and Jesuit university, we understand the important role that athletics plays in terms of creating a transformational student experience. We also recognize, and we wouldn't be naive, that athletics plays a key role in gathering our community and building school spirit. Given our Catholic and Jesuit identity, as well as our excellent academic reputation, I continue to believe that our university can be the Division III school of choice for student athletes. But in order to achieve that goal, we still have some work to do. We have already made important investments to expand our coaching staff over the last few years, and we will continue to look for new ways to support our student athletes with staff. As we look to the future of Scranton Athletics, we are committed to improving the student athlete experience. I'm very happy to report, and you are well aware, that the university is about to begin construction on our new Southside Athletic Campus this March. In fact, groundbreaking is March 2nd. Rain or snow or sleet, or possibly 65-degree weather and sunny. This new home for our athletics programs will transform Scranton Athletics, the university, and the Scranton community at large. It will provide our student athletes with facilities that are worthy of our proud and very competitive tradition. In addition to this exciting news about facilities, I am most proud to report that the Royal Way Culture Project, now in its second year, has made an important impact on the lives of our students. Just last week, the department hosted an Ignatian examen for 400 student athletes and the athletic staff. We should be proud that our student athletes and our coaches are approaching athletics in a unique and powerful way that puts the mission as a Catholic and Jesuit university at its center. As you can see, we have big plans for athletics here at Scranton, and we need your help to take the next step. Your past support for individual teams and facilities improvements through gifts made to the Scranton Athletic Fund are much appreciated by all of us here at the university. We are confident that through the continued generosity of our alumni, our parents, our friends, we will continue to secure financial resources necessary to advance Scranton athletics now and into the future. Thank you again very much for being here this evening. Congratulations to our new inductees, and let's have a fabulous night. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless the University of Scranton. Thank you.
Thank you, Father Quinn. The Wall of Fame project is a joint undertaking between the athletics department and the university advancement team. And we certainly are very appreciative of all that the university advancement team does for us. Many members are here this evening, so thank you very much. At this time, what I would like to do is introduce to you our Wall of Fame committee. These folks put a lot of extra time into this. They know how important these decisions are. So when I call your name, please stand, and I would ask that you hold your applause until the end. Our Associate Athletics Director, Toby Lavecchio. Athletic Administrator, former Coach Steve Klingman. Our Senior Women's Administrator and Head Women's Soccer Coach, Colleen Murphy-Pivorato. Randy Shemansky, who is our Athletics Communications Manager. Many of you have had a lot of communication with Randy here over the last month. Does a great job for us. Eric Eckenrode, our Director of Athletic Development. Dr. Harry Dammer, our Faculty Athletics Representative. Mia Collarini, former softball student athlete and our women's softball coach. Again, this group has done a great job and put the time and effort into making this all happen, so please give them a nice round of applause. There are 4 other individuals that I would like to acknowledge that really put a lot of time into making this night happen. First, Eric Eckenrode, our Director of Athletic Development. Many of you know Eric. Eric, thank you for all you do. Franny Mancuso from University Advancement. Is Franny? She's here. She may be in the hallway, but she does a great job for us, as well as our Operations Manager in Athletics, Erin McGuire. They do a tremendous job. So we thank them for all that they do. Now on to the important stuff. Our first inductee this evening, Erin Michalisin Beirne, Women's Tennis, 2002.
Good evening, everyone. So for those of you who saw us walk in today, that is pretty much how my life is. And for those of you who haven't, I'll paint you a quick little picture. I'm rushing in there with 1 minute to spare, trying to get the kids all ready. Everyone's rushing, and it's a little hectic and crazy. I have 3 little ones over there. But the day I found out about the Wall of Fame was a very different day in the Beirne house. It was odd because everything was under control. I had 2 girls sitting down, playing nicely. I was pregnant with a boy, so I was super happy. And I had like a little bit of spare time, so I said, you know, let me check my messages at home, which I rarely do. And so after going through a bunch, I received one from Colleen, and I was like, is this a joke? Is this like, did this really happen? And then I was like, wow, this is awesome. I'm so excited. This is a goal that I had really wanted to reach since coming to the University of Scranton. And my decision to come here was a pretty easy one. I came to visit the school and felt very comfortable right away. I met lots of great people, the teammates that I would have, the coach that I would have. Oh my God. And my dad said, "You're going to Scranton." And I said, okay, so I'm coming to Scranton. Tennis has been a part of my life for a very long time. It has been challenging often. There were a lot of games that I lost, a lot of tiebreakers that didn't go my way, and so a lot of players that beat me at my own game. But the lessons that tennis has taught me was invaluable. Catherine. Throughout high school, I had a lot of really great coaches. Each one taught me something. And one of my most important ones taught me a quote that I have come to live by. When you practice and train hard, you earn the right to play well. So I had known from that moment on that I always needed to work really hard and know that things weren't always going to come easy, and that was okay with me. I made a lot of great memories on the Scranton tennis team, a lot of players that I still keep in touch with today. And so I'm very proud to receive this honor, and I wanted to take a minute to say thank you to a lot of people, because I'm sure you've all heard the phrase, it takes a village, and in my house that is certainly the case. So first and foremost, I wanted to thank everybody for putting on this great event, all the people that were mentioned before. Working in a school, I know it takes a lot of hours and hard work and dedication for events like this to happen, and I'm really excited to be a part of it. To all my teammates and my coach, although they're not here today, like I said, we've kept in touch, and I've developed a wonderful array of memories that I will hold with me for a very long time. But most important are my parents. You know, my mom is known as the chauffeur of the family because she would take us to all our tennis practices and matches, but really she was much more than just a chauffeur. She was soft and gentle when things were hard for me, but feisty and determined when I needed a little extra push. And I appreciate that, Mom and Dad. Where would I be without my dad? This award I share with you because without you, I would not be here today. And I appreciate your ability to give up everything so that I could have so much. And I wanted to thank you for that. So I'm glad I received that voicemail and appreciate the fact that I'm able to stand here today. Thank you, everyone.
Once again, congratulations, Erin. Please, please join me in welcoming our next inductee to the stage, Marta DeLong Cookson, Women's Volleyball 2004. Marta?
So I first wanted to thank the University of Scranton Athletic Department and everyone who made today so special. It's truly an honor to be joining this Wall of Fame. I know coming into Scranton and seeing that all the time, it was always like, oh, I definitely want to be able to do that someday. So same deal when I got the call. I was like, at first, like, why are they calling me? Like, what is going on? Did something happen? You know, so it was really excited. So I'm honored to be on the wall and to be joining all you other inductees as well. So congratulations to you. When I was in 6th grade, my mom showed me 2 brochures. One was a volleyball camp and one was a basketball camp brochure, and she said, pick one. So I'm sure it comes to no surprise to you that I did not pick the basketball camp. So now, 22 years later, my life has been changed forever because of it. Not only today, but all the great things that I got to take part in because I went to this camp. I still remember how much I fell in love with the sport the week after camp. And I basically played volleyball year-round since then. I played for school, I played for travel, I played in summer leagues, all the way throughout my career at Scranton. And unfortunately, I don't play as much as I used to, courtesy of same deal, crazy chaos in my house. I had incredible coaches and teammates who always pushed me to play my best, taught me how to be a better person on and off the court, and whom I've developed lifelong friendships and seem to have been able to stay in touch with. I guess you could say, aside from selecting that volleyball camp, coming here to Scranton was one of the best decisions I ever made. It was here not only I got to play the sport that I love, which was so important to me with an amazing team, but I also had a cheering section who was there at almost every single one of my games, and some of which are here today to support me, and especially my husband, John. I want to thank all of my family and friends, coaches, trainers, teammates, really are the reason why I'm so fortunate to stand here today. And I can't go through the whole list in the 3 allotted minutes that I'm supposed to have, so I want to kind of keep my specific thank you short to my mom and dad and my husband, John. Mom and Dad, thank you for all your support and sacrifices for making volleyball and coming to Scranton a reality for me. Now that I have 2 children of my own, it's even more apparent how much time and hard work you have to put in to helping your kid achieve their goals. John, I don't know where to start, but thank you for having the courage to talk to me during our freshman orientation here at Scranton, and for always being my #1 fan. We've been here through ups and downs on and off the court, and throughout our years at Scranton, but also now sharing our last 16 years. So we were Scranton lovers from the beginning. We started dating our freshman year, and now we have, hopefully, Scranton graduates in the future. In closing, I just want to say Scranton is an extremely special place for me. I had an amazing athletic experience, and capping it off with this Wall of Fame honor is something I never expected, but will be added to one of the fondest memories from one of my favorite places. And it's even more special that I now get to share it with not only all of you, but my kids who hopefully will be here someday too. So, thank you.
Once again, congratulations, Marta. That's what makes Scranton special, right? It's a family. Our next honoree, women's lacrosse player, 2006 graduate. Please help me welcome Kelly Herlihy to the stage.
I'd like to thank everyone for being here tonight, as well as the University of Scranton and the athletics department for setting up this amazing day. It's been 10 years since I graduated, and the ongoing love and support the university shows their athletes is apparent, as if none of us ever left. The university has proven that their alumni will always remain part of the Scranton family. I look back at my time at the university with such fond memories, ones that will never be forgotten. The days leading up to this event were filled with excitement and nervousness. I couldn't wait to share the Scranton experience with loved ones, but also wasn't sure how to write a speech that truly reflects my gratitude for being able to stand here tonight. I could barely contain my excitement as I got off the expressway and saw the Scranton colors flying high above Fitzpatrick Field. This was always the first landmark of the university I would see after returning from breaks, and where I got to make a name for myself as a member of the women's lacrosse team. So it's only fitting it welcomed me back today. It truly is an incredible honor to be part of the Wall of Fame inductee class. I am humbled to be here among family, friends, and my fellow inductees. Congratulations are in order for these incredible individuals who are being honored for their extraordinary contributions in their respective sports. I'm honored to share this momentous occasion with each of you as we become part of Royals history. In the words of St. Ignatius Loyola, go forth and set the world on fire. Hearing the achievements of today's inductees, I believe we have done just that. I'm inspired by the success of these athletes and their profound effect on those around them. So to you and all of the former inductees, I would like to congratulate you on your amazing success. During my career at Scranton, I had the privilege of playing with 3 women who have previously been inducted. For anyone who doesn't know, the women's lacrosse team only formed in the year 2000. The program was in the start of its 4th year when I arrived as a freshman. And in that 4th year, we were able to win the MAC conference for the first time, a feat we were able to repeat the following season. Being the 4th player recognized from the early days of the program is a great accomplishment not only for myself, but for the team as a whole. It's really incredible to see the caliber of players drawn to the university and the ongoing success of the program right from the start. I remember tryouts as a freshman and thinking, these girls are so good and I'm probably way out of my league here. The bar was set high, and one could only dream of being half as good as they were. To have my name grouped into the same field as these women is an amazing honor, and I can only hope that my time at the university was able to have a positive effect on others as these former teammates had for me. This may be an individual honor that I am accepting, but I would not be here if it were not for my coaches, teammates, and family, pushing me to work harder and become stronger every day. To my former coaches, Linda Drapo, Brenda Brewer, and Becky Davis, thank you for believing in me and nurturing a shy kid from Long Island to be the best I could be. Your direction shaped me into not only an athlete, but the person I am today. To my family, thank you for all the nights and weekends you spent driving me all over to play sports. You knew it was something I loved, and you were always my #1 fans. You never let me believe there was anything that I couldn't do. And finally, to my teammates, for never taking it easy on me and always being there for me. I was unfortunately sidelined for the majority of my senior season with an injury. Despite not being able to play, there was never a moment where I didn't feel that I was part of the team. You all supported me, and for that, I am grateful, because in the end, we all worked together as one. Just as the ending of the Scranton Royal Way goes, we are one in the relentless pursuit of excellence. One family, one goal, one way, the Royal Way. Wherever we go, whatever we do, we are Royals. Thank you.
I love it when we quote the Royal Way. That's good stuff.
I never heard of that.
Last but not least, our final inductee of the evening. Not least, that's for sure. Men's basketball player, 1978 grad, and a member of our 1976 national championship team, Mr. Phil Johnson.
Y'all better start the clock. I only have a couple minutes. I want to thank everybody for coming. It really does me good to see how the university has grown, how classy everything is here now. We've come a long ways, you know what I mean? And I'm just glad to be here. I want to first start off by thanking Dave, the athletic director. He's a class act. And I want to thank Father Quinn. Bad dude, he's clean, he looks nice in the suit, and he's nice and young. When we came here, all the presidents were old dudes. He's nice and young, looking good, you know? I also want to thank Randy, the athletic communications guy that hooked everything up. He was really cool, he's very professional. He had patience with me, as I know you ladies know too, okay? Also, I want to thank the guy, you remember, I don't know if you guys ever watched The Godfather, not The Godfather, Scarface. And one of the great lines in the Scarface movie was, "Who put this thing together?" You know who put this thing together for us? Was Coach Strong. And I want everybody to clap for Coach Strong. Coach Strong recruited me. I had from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, I had a guidance counselor, Francis Murphy. He brought us up here. Coach Strong came by to took us out to dinner and everything. He was smooth, man. He was smooth. And what everybody would always say was, he didn't really want me. He wanted my brother. I don't know if you guys know my brother. He was like, you know, 3-time All-American first team, you know. And I was just part of the package. But I want to correct that. I brought him here. I started it, and he came with me, okay? Also, I want to congratulate Coach Beswar. He couldn't make it for putting up with us. And the guy I love, he's like a brother to me, him and his lovely wife, John Kelly. We called him Cowboy Kelly. Kel, stand up, man. Come on, man, stand up. And Marianne, he's like my closest friend. Through all the stuff we went through, he was there. And he's been doing the clock for how many years now?
45.
45 years. Now that's why I want to say to you, Dave, his wife wanted me to request you get a replacement because she can't even go on vacation in the wintertime. So can you do something about that? Okay.
can help me with arrangements in the summer.
Okay, all right. Also, I want to say thank you to Kevin Walsh. He was our athletic director. He's smooth too, y'all. He didn't have all this high-tech stuff you guys got here, but he was good, and he was wonderful, and he took care of us back in the day, okay? Also, Robbie, our athletic director, our trainer. Robbie kept us up, kept us healthy, and he was just a wonderful guy. He was like a counselor. We could always go to Robbie when we taped up in the afternoons. And Robbie was like the bouncer for our teams. Whenever we went into a game and we got into a fight, Robbie would be the first one off the bench. He was tough, okay? And it was so much fun. We had so much fun, man. Also, Eddie Erin. Eddie Erin was like a big brother to me when I was a freshman. You know, when I was a freshman and a sophomore, those guys were great role models. We had great role models. And they were such good guys. They played hard, they were honest, smart dudes, and they knew what it took to win. And they trained us that way. And if we didn't do what they said, they'd beat us up. Yeah. Okay? So we were scared of them too, okay? Okay, and so I just wanted to say that. And the lady, who was that? The last person that spoke, was that Kelly? Man, that was a good speech, girl. You had me jumped up and said, had me hollering. You guys speak a lot better than me. I want y'all to know, and you're all so pretty too, you know? I want you to know that when we came to school, there was no such thing as volleyball. There was no tennis team for girls. There was no lacrosse for girls. There was none of that when we came here. When we came, it was the first year they actually let women in as freshmen. It was the first year. So it was like, you know, it was tough going back then. Hey, we had cheerleaders. Like, you see the cheerleaders now? They got these beautiful outfits on, and they got the little things and stuff. Our cheerleaders wore painter's pants overalls. That was the uniform they wore, you know what I mean? But they were great, and we had so much fun. And what else I had here? Okay. Johnny Breslin, thank you for coming. Brez, where you at, Brez? Right on, brother. Brez is down in D.C. now. He's down in Chocolate City. Yeah, thank you, okay, for coming. Okay, Brian Thornwell. He's one of the brothers. Come on, Brian. He's clean. Look at him. He's clean, too, with his suit and all and everything. He's cleaner than me. And his lovely wife, you know, he's living now in Upper Marlboro, which is actually where we came from. So that's pretty cool. And I wanted to say one thing. Last year, they had the 40th reunion for our national championship team. And I never really thought about the University of Scranton until last year. And now I think about it all the time. And we used to have so much fun. The reason we won is because we always stayed together, like during intercession. We did everything together. And one of the coolest things we did, I don't know if you guys know about this, we used to meet every afternoon after practice. Edzo played the guitar. He was like a bluesy type guitar player lead. And Ed Bewley was like the rhythm and the singer. And we used to have so much fun singing every day after games. I mean, we used to sing so many songs, man. We had so much fun. And I really remember that. A lot of people don't know that. And that's why we were so tight, okay? We were the rock and roll Royals, you know? And we you know, when you came in there, that music was so loud you couldn't even speak. You couldn't even hear yourself. And it was just so much fun. And I just want to say the campus is beautiful. And you guys really made me feel good. And it makes me feel good to know that I was a part of something, you know, like 40-some years ago. That's a long time, man. And it just does my heart good to be here. And I just want to thank everybody. I want to say one more thing here. I know I had a brother that was a year younger than me. He was like the big guy, the 3-time All-American and everything, right, Urban? So I was going over all my stats here. And I got down to, let's see here, most games. And they had me second for most games. I said, I know I played more games here and won more games than anybody else in this universe. I knew that. And you know who beat me? My brother. By 1 game. Can you believe that? Wow. Thank you.
Thanks, Phil, and once again, congratulations. You didn't disappoint. Well done. As I look out here, it's awesome. We have a number of previous Wall of Fame inductees in the audience. I would just quickly ask all of our Wall of Famers that are here tonight, please rise so you can be recognized. We thank you all for returning and continuing to support what we're doing here in athletics. And once again, congratulations to all of this year's inductees. Good stuff. 2 special events on the horizon for us that I'd like to share with you before we go upstairs and really enjoy the rest of the evening. First thing, June 19th, please circle it on your calendars, our annual Carlissimo Golf Tournament and Awards Dinner. Will once again be held at Saucon Valley down in the Allentown, Bethlehem area. It's our largest fundraising activity for athletics. So we would love to see all of you there and come out and support our department. It's also a great day, beautiful course, and it's a lot of fun. So we would hope to see everyone there. The second thing that I would just like to allude to, Father Quinn had mentioned our groundbreaking on March 2nd at 10:30 down at the Southside Athletics Campus. It's a game changer for every single one of our student athletes on campus, our university, and the entire Scranton community, and we're so excited about that. It will be home to our men's and women's soccer teams, our men's and women's lacrosse teams, our field hockey team, baseball, softball. They're all going to have a new place to play, and the fields will be state-of-the-art, and we're very excited about that. One of my favorite features of the campus, and I wanted to share with you this, we're developing a Walkway of Champions. And what that Walkway of Champions will be, we're going to have a limited number of engraved pavers that are going to be available, and they'll be for sale. And one of the things that we thought would be neat is that we're going to go out on Monday with an email to all of our Wall of Famers. We wanted to give our Wall of Famers the chance to have the first crack at getting a paver in the Walkway of Champions. So look for that on Monday. If you have questions, feel free to follow up with me, or you can follow up with Eric Eckenrode in development. But we hope that you'll join us in supporting this most exciting and historic initiative that we're undertaking. But we certainly appreciate all that you do for Scranton. We appreciate you being here this evening. We thank you for attending. And as Kelly so eloquently said, wherever we go, whatever we do, we are Royals. Go Royals. Thank you. Our reception with food and drink will be on the 5th floor in this building. So run out, hit the elevator to the 5th floor. Enjoy the evening, and thank you once again.